What's up, friends? It's Mike here at Guitar Tricks, back with another video in my series on how to start playing lead guitar. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell. And while you're at it, hit that like button. It would really help out. Now, back to the lesson. In the previous video, we talked about an idea adding into your practice routine, this idea of learning some expressive lead guitar techniques. So to demonstrate this, I've got a simple phrase right here using the A minor pentatonic box in the 5th position. It goes like this. Okay, so I'm starting on the A note, 7th fret of the D string, and then I'm going up an octave to the 5th fret of the high string. Okay, and then just coming down the scale, 8th to the 5th fret on the B string, landing on the 7th fret of the G, and then 2 picks on the 5th fret of the G. And then back to where we started, the A note, 7th fret of the D string. Okay? Now, what I mean about adding expressive techniques, the first thing we could add is some vibrato to the held notes. So the first note, add a little bit of vibrato there. And then on the second note, which is actually held longer. Okay? Another thing I could do is do what's called a rake. Okay? This adds a little cool texture to what you're doing. And what I'm doing is I'm coming up to the high note on the top string, and I'm raking the notes to get there, which means I'm picking them, but I'm also muting them at the same time with the part of my palm right here. Okay? That gives it a cool sound as well. Let's add a pull-off here on the B string. 8th fret to the 5th fret can be a pull-off. Okay? And the way to do that is to pick it once on the 8th fret of the B string, and then pull it off, meaning you're kind of pulling down so that it's plucking that B string onto where you're holding it with your index finger, 5th fret of the 2nd string. Okay, that's a pull off. So, okay. The last one, which is a very typical move here on the 5th fret of the G string, let's add a little bit of a bluesy bend. And so what I'm going to do is, it's not even quite a half bend, you're just putting a little bit of a bend on it, and I do that with my index finger, pulling it down just a little bit. Okay? If you wanted to, you could push it up. Okay? It's sort of the choice is yours here on which way to bend it. The end result is sort of the same. You're giving it just a little bit more texture. Okay? Very common, it's a bluesy approach. And then some vibrato on that last note. You put all that together, might sound like this. Okay? Another thing we could do is add a bend in. So instead of just hitting the first note on the top string, what if I did a bend to it from the G note all the way to the A note? That's a full step bend on the 8th fret of the B string. Okay? Okay? All right, so we want to practice all these techniques, and so we can find some exercises out there to really work on them, add them to some phrases to really make them pop when you're playing your lead guitar solos. What other tips would you like to see here on this channel? Please leave a comment and let me know. And be sure to check out guitartricks.com for more in-depth, step-by-step lessons. I hope this video helped you out, and we're going to see you on the next one.